Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The sadness that has swept through the Brown family in the aftermath of Garrison Brown's terrible death has revealed long-standing cracks that many Sister Wives fans had suspected, but what has emerged in recent months has surprised even longtime viewers. The fans is outraged not only by the grief of loss, but also by Kody Brown and Robyn Brown's terrifying handling of Garrison's legacy. While most parents would gather around their children's memory in times of tragedy, Kody and Robyn's actions, and, worse, their words, appear to have left a mark of treachery that may never be removed. The emotional maelstrom began when Kody allegedly referred to his late son as a bad kid in private discussions, a remark that has subsequently sparked considerable indignation. But it did not end there. Robyn, who is commonly seen as the most favored wife, is now accused of willfully dishonoring Garrison's memory, not just via silence, but also through passive-aggressive actions and surprising emotional detachment. Furthermore, reports circulate that Kody has completely altered his emotional commitment to a mysterious new fan, a woman he now considers a true partner in life, love, and ideology. These developments are more than just unpleasant, they are leaving a legacy of divide, not only for the show's viewers but also for the Brown children who have been left behind. To comprehend the gravity of this family tragedy, we must rewind and explore the events that led up to this emotional implosion. Garrison Brown, one of Janelle and Kody's sons, had grown apart from his father in recent years. He and his brother Gabriel argued heavily with Kody over the COVID-19 regulations that Kody imposed, which looked to benefit Robyn's home while excluding the rest. Garrison was not bashful about speaking up. He sought fairness, equal treatment, and recognition from the parent he once admired. But instead, he received a chilly dismissal. Kody refused to give in, refused to visit, and even questioned whether his sons genuinely respected him. The distance widened. When tragedy struck and Garrison committed suicide, Kody's previous coldness began to resemble willful neglect rather than stubborn parenting. Fans hoped for a turnaround, a moment of sorrow, a raw apology, or some type of redemptive action that demonstrated Kody's concern. Instead, they received something much worse. In chats with close family members, including bits picked up by insiders, Kody allegedly called Garrison a bad kid who made bad choices. For a bereaved father, their remarks were terrible. It was as if Kody couldn't force himself to look in the mirror and accept even a fraction of the guilt. Instead, he put the weight on his son's shoulders. Robyn reportedly supported this viewpoint, which is even more disturbing. While the rest of the family mourned, Robyn's emotional detachment became a source of criticism. She did not attend every memorial, did not post any personal tributes online, and stayed strangely silent as Christine and Janelle publicly mourned. Some fans even said that Robyn appeared annoyed when Garrison was addressed in the most recent tell-all, brushing off queries and turning them to more positive elements of her own life. Her reluctance to even mention Garrison in a time of grief has been viewed as dishonor by omission, a betrayal so subtle yet so loud that it echoed across fan forums and online communities. Many people believe she disrespected Garrison, his brothers, and his heartbroken mother, Janelle. And as this emotional neglect persisted, Kody's behavior became increasingly perplexing. Instead of reconciling with his other children or reaching out to Janelle with genuine concern, rumors spread that he had built a deep friendship with a female fan of the show. According to sources, this woman was a longtime supporter of Kody who always understood him and made him feel heard, something Kody believes he never got from his elder children. Some insiders even claim that this fan is now more than just a confidant, she could be Kody's new love, filling a vacuum left by his alienation from 3 of his spouses. It is unclear whether Kody has officially gotten into a romantic connection with her, but the optics are alarming. While his family mourns and seeks healing, Kody looks emotionally inaccessible, instead focusing on developing a new relationship with someone outside the family circle. It's not only tone-deaf, it's tragic. For Janelle, all of this feels like salt in the wound. The woman who stayed with Kody for decades, nurtured his children, and believed in the dream of plural marriage is now left alone in her grief, exacerbated by her ex-husband's failure to accept responsibility and his current refusal to acknowledge their son. Janelle has attempted to remain calm in recent interviews, but her distress is palpable. She speaks about Garrison with warmth, pride, and sadness, remembering him as a giving, hard-working, and sensitive spirit with more depth than many could comprehend. In contrast, Kody's few comments of Garrison have been clinical, detached, and, at times, plain accusatory. In one case, he even implied that Garrison's decision to live independently demonstrated a rebellious nature, as if requesting space from a toxic parent was a heinous fault. Fans of Sister Wives have had enough. Outrage is being expressed in commentary videos and discussion threads on Reddit, YouTube, and TikTok. Many people are asking that TLC issue a statement, while others are pleading with the network to finally hold Kody and Robyn accountable for the profound devastation they've inflicted, both on and off screen. Some believe the show should be cancelled entirely, while others argue that it should continue merely to provide a forum for Janelle, Christine, and the other Brown children to express their realities. But the overwhelming agreement is that Kody has gone too far, and Robyn's steadfast support for him, even in the face of such emotional abuse, renders her culpable in a way that is difficult to dismiss. What makes this scenario even more distressing is the impact it is having on younger Brown children. Garrison's death was more than just a loss, it was a horrific shockwave that still affects the entire family. Siblings who formerly attempted to bridge the gap with Robyn now regard her as cold and disinterested. Kody's daughters have voiced confusion and regret about their father's unwillingness to grieve appropriately, and several of his adult children have apparently severed all ties with him. In the view of these young adults, their father chose his pride and his beloved wife over the kid he lost, a decision that will define him forever. It's a wound that will take time to heal, and public apologies will do little to help. To make matters worse, Robyn continues to portray herself as a misunderstood person. In discreet interviews, she has hinted that she is being unfairly persecuted, that people do not comprehend her point of view, and that the hatred directed at her stems from jealousy or media misrepresentation. But she fails to recognize the obvious truth: her quiet in the aftermath of Garrison's death, as well as her refusal to say his name or stand with Janelle, has spoken volumes. Her lack of candor has led to her downfall. In a family in dire need of openness and honesty, Robyn's theatrical loyalty to Kody has portrayed her as an enabler rather than a peacemaker. It is not that she dishonored Garrison with a single act, rather, her constant quiet, avoidance, and commitment to Kody have created an emotional vacuum in where empathy should have been. Finally, this tragedy has served as a spiritual litmus test for the Brown family. While some members have risen to the occasion, demonstrating courage, compassion, and resilience, others have merely revealed their most fundamental weaknesses. Kody's decision to refer to Garrison as a bad kid following his death, rather than reflecting on how he failed as a father, will go down as one of the most horrifying moments in Sister Wives history. And Robyn's part in standing idly by, providing no emotional support to Janelle, no validation to the mourning siblings, and no meaningful public recognition of Garrison's humanity, has cemented her reputation among fans as someone who prioritized loyalty to her husband over fundamental decency. As the show progresses, many viewers wonder how, or if, the Browns will recover. Can Kody ever acknowledge that he was wrong? Can Robyn accept responsibility for the emotional devastation she has caused? Is the gap between them and the rest of the family now too big to bridge? One thing is certain: Garrison deserves better. He deserved a parent who valued him and did not judge him. He deserved a stepmother who respected rather than dismissed his memory. And he deserved a legacy of love, not one marred by ego, partiality, and humiliation. For fans of the program, this is more than simply a storyline. It's about accountability, family, and the heartbreaking revelation that certain scars are too deep for reality TV to ever fully heal.